We had such a great time together. I got to work with Tara and E.G. and Tom Kenny and Tom Kane.
I met Tara Strong.
Isn't she awesome?
Yes.
I wish I met Tara Strong, to be honest.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, what was it like working with her?
We had such a great time. We were all younger, and actually we all had our kids together during that show.
Oh, really?
So not only did we all become mothers at the same time, you know, and we were all like nursing our children and stuff, and bringing our kids into the studio to work. So it was, they're like my family. It definitely, we had a great time together.
This is awesome.
Did you want to ask anything else?
What was it like to play Blossom, and how did you get chosen for the role?
Well, I love playing Blossom. She's one of my favorite characters, definitely, because she's strong. She's super strong. She's super cool, super smart, and she knows how to kick monsters' butts. When I auditioned for it, I auditioned actually at Hanna-Barbera, and the old Hanna-Barbera studios. So we got to go in. I met Craig at that time, and he was really young, Craig McCracken. And so it was cool. I didn't know that I was going to get the role, but I really liked it when I read for it, and so lo and behold, I got the role, and we did like a pilot for it, and then about a year later, we found out that they turned it into a series. So,
cool.
Oh.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, yeah. It's a pleasure to meet both of you.
Yeah.
Thank you for stopping
Thank
by.
you for shaping my childhood.
Oh.
Me too.
Thank you so much. Oh, you guys are so sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome!
Is this working?
Okay, I'll be at this table. You guys, you just...
Yeah, well, we haven't had any shots. I've had discomfort, rabies, firstly, thank you very much. We're waiting for Cammy. He was downstairs talking to people about Metal Gear Solid, I think. So what we'll do, because yesterday was a turtle thing, and they just kind of switched around. Yesterday was like the cowabunga afternoon, and now it's the coming out of their shells afternoon, and tomorrow will be turtle soup afternoon. So what we would love to do, if you guys are okay with this, is just open the floor to questions about anything that we've all worked on. It doesn't have to be germane to turtles. Sure. So why don't we do that, and Cammy will be here.
When he feels like it.
When he feels like it. He's a big rock star.
Yeah, nothing on quantum physics, though.
Yes.
When he says anything, there
When
are
I say
some
anything,
things that
that's right.
Except
probably
we can't
we're
get
not
to.
going to be good.
No quantum physics, nothing about, well, don't even start with politics, because we'll be here all day.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, all right, why don't we start with Jack? You have a question.
Oh, first of all, hey guys.
Hi, Jack.
Hi.
Oh. Hi, Jack. That's something you would say at the airport, that's for sure.
Yeah, so I have like one question. I have like a question for all you guys, actually.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
I have
And
that.
then-
Yes.
Sorry, I just need to
People
prepare.
are exasperated with me all the time, so the fact that you started out your question with,
I'm sorry, I'm just
It's
taking
not
one
unusual.
route. All right, so anyway, so this one's for all of you.
Okay.
So, the 2003 show, which I know you guys weren't a part of, is having its 20th anniversary in like 2 years.
oh, thank you for that.
So,
Hey, Jack, stop!
I'm so sorry I'm tardy. I just have to sign more autographs.
Yes.
He had fans aplenty.
Exactly.
Hi, kids!
I think I was in the middle of that.
So you were referencing the 2003 show.
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead.
can I continue with my question, please?
Please, of course you can.
Thank you. All right, so anyway, the 2003 show is celebrating its anniversary in like 2 years, and I'm wondering if you guys could do, like, I know this isn't going to happen, but it's hypothetical. Like maybe you guys could do like a huge panel with like the main cast of the 2003 show.
Well, I think you're right. It probably won't happen. Not for any other reason than logistical reasons. Generally speaking, well, not even generally speaking, we have zero control over who gets asked to what conventions, and moreover, once we arrive, the conventions have very capable people who decide who does what panel, and they often listen to, for obvious reasons, the fan base. So while we certainly appreciate your question, your instincts are correct. It most likely won't happen, but it's not because we wouldn't want to do it.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay. Was there a question? Yes, Aislinn. And we'll get to you, sir.
Oh, let me just say, I loved your performance as both the Mask and Stanley in the cartoon. What was it like balancing those two personalities?
Sorry. That was just my
I'm just so incredibly gifted.
Which is true!
Our friend Aislinn asked, I was, by the way, stand up and show everybody your costume. It's fantastic.
I'll take a photo for you.
I had the good fortune 100 years ago to be the Jim Carrey role in the animated version of The Mask on CBS for a lot less money. And her very kind question was how was I able to keep the two Stanley Ipkiss and The Mask different? And I don't mean to sound coy, but it's my job, and I'm comfortable doing improv, and that was a big aspect of that particular performance because obviously doing Stanley is the easy part because it's just an average guy doing his thing like yours truly, and then once he puts the mask on, all bets are off. I relish that stuff. We all have chops that allow us to do that. So I just sort of, mind you, also had great cast members. I mean, Tress MacNeille and Neil Ross and Jim Cummings and Kevin Michael Richardson.
Cam also had a part. He was putty face.
Yes, Cam was putty face.
Which I learned this weekend.
Is that right?
Well, let me also just say that, you know, Robbie made reference to the fact that he did that show for a lot less money than Jim Carrey. You know, Jim Carrey used to carry in his wallet a little slip of paper that said $20 million.
Yes.
And he was envisioning that. Robbie used to carry a little slip of paper that said $20.
Yeah. That's why.
It's his own damn fault.
Yeah, so Townsend just illustrated the fact that not only am I profoundly fortunate, I'm as dumb as a box of hammers. So next time I'm going to put 20 million, but I'm going to put 20 million Canadian, which is about $18.95.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah.
When I would, I'm trying to think.
Dad, where's my sting?
Replaced by Rob.
I am, well, anyway, I just love these boys, and anytime you can get, trust me, we all...
And anytime you can take a role from one.
Anytime I get a chance to replace
It's a joy and a pleasure.
Anytime I can take a croissant.
You said the thing!
Without question, the first big Ninja Turtles, without question.
I think Haji was your first name.
That was the first big goal because I got to piss you off. The first role, what for me was a character called Tripwire and Snowjob in G.I. Joe.
Woo! American hero!
G.I. Joe and Transformers were coming along at the same time, and that was my entree into cartoons. And I can pretty much categorically guarantee you that while none of us came to Hollywood to do just animation, we all have experienced that axiom that luck is when opportunity meets preparation. And boy, did we get lucky. And I think it's also important to kind of illustrate that we, and a lot of actors, when are presented with an opportunity like those that we've had more than enough, we have the sorts of egos, I think, like a lot of us, that sort of say, well, okay, I'm going to go down that road. Yeah. And we get, thanks to people like you, we really get recognized a lot more. It's kind of this late blooming in our careers with respect to that. And it is never not wonderful. But that never was, especially when animation came along, I was happy to be sort of a tangential fame, you know? And I gotta tell you, the first time that I saw an action figure from a character, it was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. It was so bitchin', wasn't it?
Yeah, the first time I ever did a show that had an action figure was Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
So when Playmates started coming out with these toys, I was going into Toys R Us every week, you know, snapping them all up, going out and buying every single one of these. Yeah. You know, and about a year later, when I've got like 2 trunks full, and I'm going, I'm not going to keep buying these anymore.
I want to expand on what you said, Rob, about, I think Townie might be different as far as what I'm about to say, that most people that I know of in our field, this wasn't in the plan.
Totally wasn't for me.
We're like, oh really? I thought you came out to do VO and stuff like that. Well, anyway, most of the folks, we were actors and looking for the on-camera thing, or stand-up, or theater, and kind of accidentally came into this. And I would add to that that in art, when we were starting up in our 20s and this, don't take this the wrong way, they were jobs.
Yeah.
We enjoyed our jobs. I think the kids that have come up after us, they did start with, I want to do cartoons.
Oh, totally.
I want to do games. And for us, it was just, video games? What manner of cartoon is this that comes in the...